Oh, Team of the Week 27 dropped today, and in it there is a fair Inform Tomas Soucek who actually looks really freaking good. If you want to improve your ultimate team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieron, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now, in this Team of the Week, there's actually some pretty good cards, so if you want me to review any of the others, make sure you let me know which in the comment section down below. Also, just a quick note, apologies once more for no face cam. Like I said in yesterday's video, I currently have an issue with one of my eyes, and hopefully it's fixed soon, but until then, there'll be no face cam as I can't have my lights shining directly into my eyes. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Let's focus on this Fair Inform item, which I think looks really, really nice. So he comes with a 3-star skill moveset and 3-star weak foot, which isn't particularly ideal for a mid, but if you're going to use him in a defensive role, it obviously isn't too bad. He's got high work rates, and he does stand at 6'4". And in terms of in-game attributes, he's got some pretty nice ones. He's also got a couple which are a bit concerning, but for most part his card does look really good. Obviously we have to mention instantly there is a big pace split, and the acceleration and sprint speed are just nowhere near each other at all, so it might take him a bit of time to actually get to his max speed. Shooting looks pretty solid though, like nothing fantastic but solid enough for a mid, and the same, to be fair, can be said for the passing. It's good, but it's not great. The vision stat isn't the best, but the short passing of 88 is quite nice, and the long passing of 83 is obviously up to a good standard. Then we come on to the dribbling, where the balance of 66 isn't ideal, but that's a pretty common theme with tallish players, and also the 72 agility also isn't the best, but he does have good enough ball control, reactions, and composure, so that is obviously nice. And then we come on to the defending and physical, which, to be fair, both areas of his game are absolutely stacked. So looking forward to seeing how those play out in game. Now, in terms of a chem style, we're going to go into Footbin in a minute, but instantly I am thinking we go with Shadow, just to give him that big pace boost, which will definitely help out with his pace split. Now, in terms of how we're going to use him in game, we are going to start in a 4-4-2, and we will, play the first half in the 4-4-2, but then second half, I think what we're going to do is switch to the 4-2-3-1 and use him as our box-to-box option. So we'll see how he does in that role, and we'll also use him as on stay back as well, just to see once more how he does in that position in particular. In regards to chem styles, with a basic, he actually is a 90 rated cam, and with an anchor, he's actually a 93 rated centre back. So that is certainly interesting. As I say, I think we're going to go for Shadow just for that big +10 on the acceleration, which is muchly needed in my opinion, and the defensive stats, to be fair, are just a bonus. As you can see, a couple of them getting maxed out, which is absolutely great. I don't think Engine would be a bad choice for this guy for that big +10 in balance, and also a nice little pace boost, and also the passing as well. So there definitely is options to consider with this card. I think it all depends on how you want to play him. If you're going to use him at centre mid, I definitely think Engine would be the best bet, but if you're just going to use him as like a CDM, Shadow probably is your go-to. Here we go then. On a debut, this is what we are facing. We are up against that brand new FUT Birthday Vidal. He's also got Ronaldo and a Dalglish, and also a bunch of other FUT Birthday items. It's actually a really solid side. Not too keen on his goalkeeper choice, although to be fair, Aurier isn't bad in this game, but other than that, absolutely stacked team. Nice, Soucek. First touch of the ball, first interception, and first advancement in the team as he comes forward here, and Rashford, I believe, is offside, which is a shame because that would have been an absolutely perfect start. Yeah, I've got to say, instantly I'm noticing that Soucek does feel a bit heavy on the ball, but I do have to say he did really well to reach out and make that intercept there, showing off his height and his long legs. Soucek switches play, finds Pepe, who's in open space. He's going to try and deliver into the box, but sadly blocked. Some space for the Czech midfielder, gets the shot away, sadly drags it wide. Busy opening 8 minutes though. Soucek, oh, he does feel heavy in possession. Soucek putting some pressure on Ronaldo there, but unfortunately just couldn't complete the tackle. Ronaldo a bit too quick for us and just escaped. Ronaldo from kickoff, denied by Soucek. Go on, lad. Oh, he's got past Varane. Chance for the finesse. Oh, it would have been nice. Nice. Good block there. We've retained possession nicely too. Chance. Soucek delivers out wide. Have we overcooked that a bit? No. Pepe gets on it nicely. Good play as well. Great play into Bruno. Oh, I shouldn't have shot there. I should have passed one more time. But still, Here's an opportunity. Ah, would have been nice. It really would. So there is half time. Not a bad first 45 at all for the team and Soucek. But now we're going to drop him to a CDM role. And let's see how he does in a bit of a deeper position. Nice block there from Soucek. Sadly, Werner not awake enough to even get on the end of it though. Soucek skips past Rabiot. Oh, the pass on the inside was not ideal at all. Soucek battling up against that Vidal, and he's come away from that battle and he's won it nicely. Good ball into Werner. Oh, not great defense from the opposition, and we're going to take full advantage. Oh, no, we're not. What a miss. Got to be scoring that. And after that goal from Timo Werner, my opponent has decided to quit. So a nice 3-0 victory and a very good match rating for Soucek on debut. Next up for us is this. Plenty of icons on show in this team. And he's also got that foot birthday Sane, who I think is an absolutely terrific striker. I tried him out as a cam and as a striker, and honestly so good at striker. Still good at cam, but not as good as when he's in that advanced role. So we're going to do well to try and contain him. Time to switch play through Soucek, who's... I've got to be honest, I didn't actually aim that pass down the middle. I aimed it to the wing, but it almost paid off for us. Werner spots the run of Soucek, who took... Oh, don't know why you tried shooting your left foot. Your left foot sucks, but would have been nice to get him off the... Ah, he can't turn. Finish, someone score, please. What I like there, though, as soon as he wasn't involved in the attack, he got straight back into his position, which was good. Nice tackle there once more. I truly think he would make an excellent centre-back. Oh, Fernandes just absolutely burned Soucek. As you saw, I just couldn't get back at him at all. See, if that was Kante, I reckon I'd have got a second bite at that. Fernandes trying to escape Soucek, but he can't do that, and he does just enough to dispossess him. Soucek does well to get rid of the ball under pressure, and Pepe has actually done really well to keep that in. Hey, there is half-time then. I think 2-0 is a bit generous in our favour, to be honest, but I'm obviously happy to have the lead at the break. But as you can see, both sides have had a good amount of chances. We've just been the more clinical of the two. We've actually had a lot of defending to do in that first 45. Soucek once more dropping to the DM role for the second 45. Hopefully can do a pretty good job there, and I suspect he will. There's a chance. Soucek flicks it over. Oh my god, that would have been ridiculous had that gone in, but the ball actually just kept rising and probably ended up out at the stadium. Nice, Soucek once more, just getting involved, helping us win the ball back. Oh, Soucek's nabbed it. Go on, lad. Go on, get on the score sheet. Yes, we've done it. He's on the score sheet. He's literally just robbed the opponent blind. Took the ball right off him twice, and he's finished nicely, to be fair to him. There. Oh, I just wish he was a bit quicker. It's just such a key thing that's holding him back, and it's not particularly sprint speed, it's his lack of acceleration, because off the mark he's just so slow. And there is full time, so we get a nice 3-1 victory in that game. Sadly, didn't keep a clean sheet, but to be fair, my opponent probably did deserve a goal because, yeah, he was a bit unlucky in the first half. Once again, very good rating for Soucek, and a really good rating for Bruno Fernandes. So, after those outings, let's start rating this item. Well, we'll begin with the pace. I've got to say, it was just disappointing. That pace split just hurts him so much, because it just takes him a few yards to actually get into his maximum sprint speed. And that can be okay when going forward with the ball, but when this guy's main role is to defend, it's a problem when trying to track back, because players who are miles quicker, your Mbappe's, players like that, are just going to be gone, and this guy's going to have no chance. So I can't rate the pace too highly, unfortunately. The same, to be fair, can be said for the shooting and passing, which weren't particularly bad, but they're nothing too special. I would say they're just above average, which is why they've been given the rating they have been given. His passing actually isn't that bad off of his right foot for a CDM, but I don't think it's good enough for the centre mid role. Also, with him having that freestyle weak foot, the left foot is pretty crap, so always go off his right foot if you can do so. His dribbling is pretty much what it is. Like, he was never going to be that fluid on the ball with him being 6'4", but with him not having any special agility or balance or things like that, we knew he wasn't going to feel that great. So once again, dribbling isn't horrendous by any means, it's just above average, and yeah, it's what you'd expect from a tallish DM. Like, that rating for his dribbling, by the way, seems really harsh, but to be honest, that's a good score for a tall CDM. So yeah, let's now move on to the two big ones, the defending and physical. I thought in both areas he was is absolutely excellent. He's very strong in the tackle, which is great, makes plenty of intercepts, which is awesome, and also just positioned himself really, really well defensively. So just from a defensive standpoint, really, really pleased with this guy. In the CDM role, very, very good, and like I touched on in the clips, I think this guy would make for an excellent centre-back option. So if you don't mind rejigging your team around a bit, then that certainly could be an option. So let's now move on to the end screen, and as you can see, I am going to give this card a very good rating, just because in that DM role, I actually think he's really freaking solid. I just wish that pace split was better, because ultimately, if that was better, I think this card would be very, very close to top tier, because the defensive and physical stats are great, but the pace is a bit of a problem, and in a game like FIFA where pace is a key stat, that is one thing that really does hold this item back for me. So if I'm looking for a Premier League DM, would I consider this guy? I certainly would, but would I use him over a Kante as things stand? No, I would actually stick with Kante, just because he's a bit more mobile and suits FIFA 21 much better. But them two as a duo, as CDMs, if you like playing defensive, would be, you know, really, really solid. As I say, did enjoy this card, and I do think it's worth picking up and trying out, and in theory, his price shouldn't actually get much higher. If anything, it might drop on the weekend with loads of people opening packs for FUT birthdays. So as I say, definitely an item worth trying out, and it looks like this guy's heading towards a team of the season card, and that card, if it gets a good pace boost, could be absolutely outstanding. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the third Inform Tomas Soucek. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know other items from this week's team of the week you want me to review. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next